Good morning, South Amboy Elementary School. We are at the start of a new school year. My friends who are new to us, I am Mrs. Masella. I'm the counselor here at the school, and every Monday, hopefully, your teacher will be showing you a video that I make that I call Mindful Mondays with Mrs. Masella. And what I do is I teach you about taking deep breaths and starting off the week on a good mindset, thinking good things, and setting us up for having a great and successful week. So every week we're going to be doing different breaths. You'll find out that I like some better than others, and my friends who've been with me for a while know which one I don't like too much, but I don't give up and I always try it. And we're going to be practicing with deep breathing, and we're going to be talking about a big word called affirmations. And an affirmation is something that you say to yourself to remind yourself of how great you are. And sometimes we need to do that for ourselves because it's easy to get caught up in things that upset us, that make us sad or frustrated or angry or disappointed. And the affirmations that we talk about each week are going to help remind you that, yes, we might have some bad things that happen, or we might be having a bad moment in our day, but it doesn't have to make up the whole day. So hopefully the affirmations will stick into your head and you can remind yourself of those as you continue in your week. Okay, so let's first talk about deep breaths. And this is especially for my new friends, but also a nice reminder for my friends who haven't been with me for a few months. And with our deep breaths, most of the time, we're going to be breathing in through our nose. So it's like smelling a flower. Notice my mouth was closed. And then when we exhale or breathe out, it'll be through the mouth, like you're blowing out birthday candles. And breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. But one of the most important things I want you to keep in mind is slow, relaxed breaths. The whole point of deep breathing is to calm your body down so that your brain can focus in on what's really important. So by slowing your body down and slowing your breath down, you're helping your body relax. Okay. So you don't want to go because that's almost like breathing too fast and you're making your body work harder. The point is to let your body relax and calm down. So we're going to be doing slow, deep breaths. We're going to do 3, 4, 5 breaths each time together. And like I said, it'll be different styles, but I promise I will always explain what they are beforehand. Okay. So our first breath of the school year is called the balloon breath. And I like that we start with this breath because it really forces us to be mindful. When you're mindful, what that means is you kind of are doing your best to turn off everything else around you. You're not thinking about anything else but what your body is doing in that moment, and you're forcing yourself to be focused on what's happening in that moment. So with balloon breath, you actually imagine that your body is a balloon. And when you breathe in, you're filling up that balloon. So you should feel your belly fill up a little bit. And then when you breathe out, you're going to feel your belly go in a little bit, like you're letting the air out of that balloon that's inside your belly. Okay. Does that make sense? You'll get better with deep breaths the more you practice them. So just because we do it together on a Monday doesn't mean that's your only time to do those deep breaths. Practice them whenever you need to. Whenever you're feeling upset, stressed out, angry, sad, anything where you feel like your mind is not focused and not concentrating on what you need to concentrate on, deep breaths will help. And slow down. Okay. So let's do some balloon breaths together. Remember, it's going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep your feet. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my feet tapping on the floor. Keep your feet flat on the ground so that your body is in a position where your feet are touching the floor. And just make yourself comfy in your chair, however you need to. Sometimes I might close my eyes. If you want to close your eyes, you can. for me, it helps me be even more mindful because I'm not distracted by anything I can see. Like, I know I have all that stuff hanging up behind me right now. So if it's distracting to you, if it's hard for you to focus on what I'm saying, close your eyes. And then that way it's just your ears that have to work and your eyes aren't distracted by anything. Okay. So if you are comfortable enough to do that, you can close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes and we will do some balloon breaths together. Okay. So let's try it. Ready? Okay. First one. What I just did, you might have seen my hand move. I actually am putting my hand on my belly so that I can feel it filling up with the air, like a balloon fills up with air when I breathe in. And then as I breathe out, as I exhale, it's going down. Okay. So if that helps you too, that's another way to make you more mindful, to keep you focused in that breath. Okay. So now I'm going to try to do a few together without stopping in between. If you noticed carefully, what did I do right after I inhaled? Did I exhale right away? Did I breathe out right away instantly? No. Good job. Good job. You were watching closely. I just held my breath just for a second. Okay. You don't want to hold it so long that your chest feels tight. You feel like, oh my gosh, I have to breathe. Because the whole point is to relax, but you want to hold all of that air in for a second and then exhale it out nice and deep and slow. Okay. So let's do a few balloon breaths together. Ready? Okay. Next one. Another. And we'll do one more. Good. Hopefully, you can feel that your body is more relaxed now. And hopefully, even your mind is a little bit more relaxed now. And you can be focused on the next thing we're going to do together, which is that affirmation. And like I said, affirmations are so very important. And if you're going through a tough time, if you're having some troubles that are upsetting you, either here at school or at home, these affirmations are really important for you to do. And you can say them to yourself just, in your mind. You can say them out loud. Some people say their affirmations in the mirror in the morning as they start their day. So whatever works for you. Or maybe it's during math class because you have a test coming up and math is something that makes you nervous. You can repeat that affirmation to yourself before your math test. Okay, friends? So the affirmation this week is involving a word called worth. And usually when we hear that something is worth something else, it's related to what? Yeah, you got it, money. And that's a pretty common meaning of the word. But worth doesn't have to be about money. In fact, we might say that a car could be worth a lot of money. And yes, that's true. But I am worth a lot. And you, and you, and yes, you back there, and you, and you, and you, all of us, we are all worth a lot. So when we say we're worth a lot and we believe that, we say we are worthy. Can you say worthy? Yes. So we are all worthy because we all have wonderful things to share with the world. So many different talents and abilities and skills and new things that we can share with others. So your things that you can share with us are different than somebody else in your class, and that's what makes it so great. But it doesn't make you more worthy than another person in your class. You're both worthy because you have so much to give and so much to offer. So that's our very first message of the school year. I am worthy. And what that means is you have so much to offer, so much to give, so many talents that you can share. And your classmates and your teachers and your counselor and Mr. Dunphy and Mrs. Buchanan and all of the grown-ups here are so excited to have you share all of those talents, because we all know that you are worthy. So I want you to remind yourself of that every single day this week, or any other time where you're feeling a little bit sad or a little bit down or a little bit upset about something. Remind yourself, I am worthy. Absolutely. You have a lot of great things to offer. Okay. So say that affirmation for me. I am worthy. Let's do it together. Ready? I am worthy. 3 words. How powerful 3 little words could be. I am worthy. One more time, friends, say it like you mean it. Believe it to be true in your heart. If you believe it to be true, it will be true. Our brain is so very powerful. I am worthy, and you are worthy. Even on those days where you feel crummy and you feel like you made a mistake or you did something wrong and you maybe got in trouble at home, or you weren't listening as well as you should have been here in school and your teacher had to speak to you. None of that ever changes the fact that you are worthy. So always remember that about yourself, my friends. I am excited for another year of Mindful Monday, and I will see you again next week. Bye, friends.